Hey everybody, what's up? It's Mike from Forward Observer and Gray Zone Activity. If you haven't already, go check out the Gray Zone Activity YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting over there on SHTF intelligence. I'm going to be talking about how to build local networks. I'm going to be taking you step by step through some of the things that we are doing locally here to be operationally prepared for the future, which very likely means the United States getting turned into a gray zone, and maybe even a semi or non-permissive environment over a long enough timeline. There are things that we can be doing today strategically that are going to make life better tomorrow when these things do begin to happen. And that entire channel is going to be really revolve around that kind of content, that kind of advice and instruction. At any rate, I'm reading this article in the Daily Beast about the Child Tax Credit Program. And right now, tens of millions of families are getting monthly checks. It's going out to, it was actually passed back in March. Democrats are trying to make it permanent. But here's the deal. They're going to try to extend the Child Tax Credit Program for another, until 2024, which is an election year. They're going to make this an election year topic. They're going to make it a plank of the Democratic Party platform. And in effect, they're going to be telling tens of millions of families right now getting this monthly check that, hey, if you vote for the Democrat, you're going to keep getting this check. If you vote for the Republican wins, they're going to take your checks away from you. And I've talked a lot about even back in 2019, 2016, 2017, talking about how Democrats are attacking the electorate, and it's basically indirect warfare against the Republicans, right? They're not just competing with Republicans at the ballot box, even though they're doing a really good job of that. They're also changing the electorate through immigration, through these social policies, which is a kind of a polite diplomatic way to say that. And in effect, they're buying the electorate. And eventually Democrats, by doing this, they're going to be able to build themselves a moat so large that Republicans can't overcome it. And I'm not even cheerleading Republicans. I'm just saying that, some of these somewhat solid Republicans are really the only way to turn that stuff back. Not that I think it's going to get turned back. But listen, I think this has never been more the case than today. You have to be focusing on your local network, building local tribe, because they can do whatever they're going to do in DC. They can pass whatever laws they want to pass. They're eventually going to have to enforce those laws, right? And that's the real problem point. And that is the point at which, that's kind of the tip of the spear for us on the receiving end of a lot of this stuff. And so we have to begin organizing our communities. We have to be doing what the left has been really good at doing, which is community organizing. And we have to organize strong communities against what we're going to see in this country. And I'll leave it there for now. So I continue to see these things on almost a nearly daily basis of how the left and the far left are advancing their causes and continuing to. The Republicans are digging a very deep hole for themselves, but Democrats are adding to the depth of the GOP, and it's concerning because eventually I think the Democrats will be a one party. We will have a one party system, and that'll be a very difficult time for this country and also for us. The bottom line is you have to be developing your local communities. Anything that's on the lines of this topic is going to be posted over at Gray Zone Activity, and we're going to go into much greater detail on exactly how we can do this. So thanks for watching. Until next time, be well and stay out front.